Jason Duggar has finally spoken out, breaking a silence that no one expected. Just a week after his brother Joseph and his wife Kendra were arrested, Jason and his wife Maddie took to Instagram with a statement that immediately shook the Duggar universe. The words weren't cautious. They weren't diplomatic. They were raw, direct, and unmistakably clear. Shock, confusion, grief, and above all, disgust. Imagine looking at a brother, someone you grew up with, someone you trusted, and feeling nothing but revulsion at what they are accused of. This was no distant stranger. This was family. And now, the cracks that had been forming for years were impossible to ignore. The charges were staggering. Joseph Duggar accused of child molestation. Kendra Duggar charged with child endangerment. For a family whose very brand was built on faith, morals, and conservative principles, the fallout was immediate and unrelenting. Yet what Jason and Maddie did next set them apart. They refused to protect the family's image. Their statement focused not on themselves, but on the victims, demanding justice from the courts rather than offering the traditional, measured Duggar-style forgiveness. It was a declaration. Enough is enough. To understand how this moment came to be, we have to go back decades, to the system that raised the Duggars. 19 children, 2 parents, a media empire built on strict religious teachings, and a code of conduct that demanded obedience, secrecy, and internal resolution above all else. Confession was handled privately, discipline was spiritual, problems were fixed internally, and the world was never meant to see the cracks. On paper, it worked. The family looked perfect. Their reality show, 19 Kids and Counting, painted a portrait of pious, obedient, God-fearing children, courtships done correctly, marriages celebrated, and babies arriving on schedule. Outsiders were impressed. Families tried to copy the system. Churches studied it. The Duggars seemed untouchable, but perfection was an illusion. Beneath the surface, pressure was building. Problems weren't solved, they were contained. Secrets buried, misconduct hidden. And when behavior isn't confronted with real-world consequences, it adapts. It hides better, it spreads, and eventually, it explodes. The first public rupture came with Josh Duggar, the eldest son. Allegations of molestation against multiple minors, including his own sisters, were known internally for years but never reported. Confess, forgive, move on. That became the playbook. No authorities involved. Private forgiveness replaced legal accountability. It worked, until it didn't. Josh was later convicted on federal charges, and his 12-year prison sentence revealed just how catastrophic the old system was. But even then, most of the family continued to defend the system itself. Fast forward to Joseph Duggar. Quiet, less in the spotlight, married, father of 4. Everything seemed normal. Until March, when the arrest records hit the headlines. Child molestation, child endangerment, immediate shockwaves across social media. And this time, the family's response was different. No softening of words, no deflection. Jason and Maddie's Instagram post didn't mince words. Disgusted, evil, vile, angered. They called for justice from the court system, placing the victim at the center, not the family's reputation. For the first time in years, Duggar accountability wasn't about protecting the image. It was about confronting reality. Other siblings followed. Ginger Vuolo spoke of heartbreak, publicly acknowledging the unimaginable pain. Cousin Amy Duggar King labeled Joseph a predator, a word never previously used by the family, loaded with legal weight, not just moral judgment. The language had shifted. Private confession was no longer enough. Forgiveness alone was insufficient. Justice, accountability, and public recognition of wrongdoing became the priority. This change represents a tectonic shift within the Duggar world. The old system, built to control, contain, and preserve, failed repeatedly. Victims were left to process trauma privately, taught to forgive, move forward, and hide the pain. The system rewarded secrecy over safety, reputation over justice. But now, those raised within it are breaking ranks. They are publicly rejecting the very methods that shaped them. They are choosing truth, transparency, and legal accountability over family loyalty and image protection. And make no mistake, this isn't just a family scandal. This is a criminal matter, a legal reality with irreversible consequences. Child molestation and child endangerment aren't spiritual sins to be resolved in church. They are felonies, prosecuted by the state, investigated by law enforcement, and decided in courtrooms, not living rooms or private prayer circles. No amount of prayer, forgiveness, or family solidarity can erase that fact.